Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you also to Ranking Member Cantwell for holding this hearing on a very important topic, America's energy supply. I associate myself with Senator Gardner's comments. Certainly I scratch my head. Having spent 20 years in business, trained as a chemical engineer, this was the first place I ever stumbled across that defined hydropower as not being a renewable source of energy. So I appreciate the question, Senator Gardner, and I think hopefully we can have sound science drive this discussion versus the political science as we look at our all the above energy portfolio. Montana faces challenges to developing its vast energy sources on both federal and tribal lands. Bills before us today help address some of these challenges. I firmly believe we truly must pursue an all of the above energy strategy in the U.S. In fact, Senator Gardner and I, along with Leader McConnell and a few other senators, were over in the Middle East several weeks ago, meeting with leaders in Israel, in Jordan, in Iraq, in Afghanistan. And coming back, I think one of our conclusions was the importance of continuing to develop an all-of-the-above energy portfolio and more made-in-America energy, both in terms of our future economic security, but certainly from a geopolitical and national security perspective. There are two Montana hydro projects under review by FERC. One is called the Clark Canyon Dam and the other the Gibson Dam. They've been facing uncertainty in the permitting process. Though Senator Murkowski's Hydropower Improvement Act will address these challenges on a broader scale, two bills on the agenda today that I introduced, Senate Bill 1103 and Senate Bill 1104, would provide short-term relicensing and extensions to these two important hydropower projects. And I can tell you, if you talk to a rancher or farmer in Montana and ask them if they believe hydro is a renewable, I think common sense prevails and they will say absolutely yes. I introduced these bills with my colleague from Montana, Senator John Tester, my Idaho colleagues, Senators Risch and Crapo, and also my counterpart in the House, the lone representative for the state of Montana, Ryan Zinke. My bills would allow FERC to extend licenses for non-federal hydropower development on existing dams in Montana. The first bill would extend for 3 years a contract for hydropower development on the Clark Canyon Dam in Dillon, Montana. It would allow for construction and operation of a project that will power about 1,200 homes per year, replace 18,000 metric tons of carbon each year, create 30 to 40 jobs during construction, and generates $611,000 in state and federal taxes and $37,000 in property tax contributions over the next 5 years. The second would provide a 6-year contract extension for non-federal hydropower development on the Gibson Dam near Augusta and Choteau, Montana. Once completed, the project will provide decades of stable tax revenues for Teton and Lewis and Clark counties, the state of Montana, and the federal government. It will benefit the environment as its FERC license requires the dam to incorporate measures that would enhance fish and wildlife resources. I think one of the untold stories as an avid fly fisherman myself is the tremendous benefits, frankly, the fisheries that we have with some of these tailwater fisheries that allow the water to stay cooler, certainly during the hot summer months that we have in Montana, where the waters increase in temperature and actually can create hardship for the fish. A dam, when built correctly to proper ecological standards, is a way to continue to enhance our fish and wildlife resources. It will replace 40,000 tons of carbon per year. It will strengthen area irrigation by providing a portion of the power sales to Greenfields Irrigation District to support irrigation improvements, operations, water conservation, and energy enhancements. It generates $4 to $5 million in wages during construction and provides $200,000 per year in revenue for the Sun River Cooperative. I can tell you those are big numbers in rural America, in rural counties we have in Montana. Hydropower development must be a key component of our all-of-the-above strategy to meet our nation's energy needs. These bills have received robust support from affected local communities, and I ask unanimous consent to submit letters of support from Sun River Electric Co-op, the Sun River Watershed Group, Greenfields Irrigation District, Clark Canyon Hydro, Toll House Energy, and Beaverhead County Commissioners certifying these bills will improve the environment and help sustain local communities for decades. Thank you, Madam Chair. FERC has also submitted a statement on these bills stating that they do not oppose. With that, I yield back my time.